grabbing all of the items that we need for our practice today. So grabbing your mat, you've already got it, or grabbing your blocks, grabbing a strap, because we're going to use a strap at the beginning. We're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna start on our backs. Use some stuff on our backs, and we're gonna use the strap, and we're gonna do some happy babies pose. So if you need to use a strap to help with that happy babies pose, or a belt. If you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, any like long strip of cloth, even like a rolled up beach towel you can use too. Like, oh yeah. So just thinking of different options if you don't have certain things. So grabbing all of those things and taking ourselves, oh, that was good. All right, taking ourselves onto our backs. Now it's up to you. You can, if you use a pillow to sit on, you can also, at this point, use that pillow underneath your low back as we're laying down, or it can be underneath your neck and shoulders. So you can have it there, or you don't have to have a pillow at all. So I think I'm gonna take that away and use it when we get back to our seated pose. But let's go ahead and take ourselves down on the floor. Have your strap within reaching distance and have a block within reaching distance too. Just something to grab just in case. I think we'll use that, but we're gonna lay ourselves onto our backs. And again, maybe you've got that support underneath your low back. Let's go ahead and take our right hand, place it onto our belly, and let's take our left hand and place it onto our forehead. This is just gonna help us kind of ground, and we've got our feet planted into the floor so that our knees are bent right here. Oh yeah. Left hand just on that forehead, right hand on that belly. Or you can have it up on rib cage too, just depending where it feels most comfortable, supportive, safest for you. And just a nice deep breath here. Inhale it deeply. And an exhale out. Good. Another deep breath here. And exhale it out. Let's switch those hands. So let's take our left hand onto belly, right hand onto forehead. Same belly or rib cage, upper stomach area or mid stomach area. We just have that left hand on that belly. Whenever we have the hand on the belly, it's just for feeling that breath, trying to get that breath as deep and down into our belly as we can. And then that right hand up on our forehead, just to maybe just feeling the heat of the forehead, grounding into yourself right there. And let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And one more time, big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. Nice. We've got some big breaths in there for us already. Okay, so we can take our hands to neutral. You can have them resting wherever you want them to rest. And we're just going to now concentrate on our lower body. So you can take your feet a little bit wider, and we're going to do our windshield wipers, but they're going to be while we are laying down. So windshield wipers, just lifting those legs and dropping this from side to side. And you could be lifting those, or those feet can be planted. So it is up to you, again, whatever feels best, most supportive, or most challenging for you. If that's your practice today, if you're like, today's my challenge practice, and you're gonna do all of your poses, all of your things to a challenging position, then that can be your thing. Or if you're just like, I am just doing mobility and flexibility today, however, again, it's going to work best for you. Good. Let's go ahead and bring our feet together and our knees apart. So we've got a little bit of an inner thigh, outer thigh going on right here. And then bring those knees together. Again, let's keep those feet together, knees apart, and then bring those knees together. Let's do that again. Knees apart, and then knees together. Good. Very nice. Walking our feet nice and close back to our glutes, our low back, maybe trying to press that into the floor a little bit. And let's grab our strap. So you've got we're taking our strap, and let's go ahead and take our strap and place it around our right foot. Using that strap to gently pull, bend our right knee into our torso. This is just the beginning of everything. So this is just waking up everything. Now, maybe you're able, I can a little bit. Maybe you're able to rotate that ankle. It just depends on what kind of strap you have. If you have a strap that is flat, it'd be easier to roll that, or a towel or something. Maybe rolling that ankle. Good, and then let's go ahead and press that heel up to the ceiling. And maybe your leg doesn't straighten out. It doesn't need to yet. Again, our muscles are still very cold. And go ahead and pull that leg towards us. And then we can go ahead, hold onto that strap and let that leg go down towards the floor. Pull that strap towards us so our leg pulls towards us. And then let that leg go down towards the floor. Let's do that again. Pull that leg in. And bring that out, and then pull that leg in. We're going to hold this leg in. Go ahead and bend that knee again, and we can release that strap. Let's take our right ankle, place it onto our left thigh, press our inner right thigh away. So our very first piriformis stretch, very first figure 4, right here, pressing that away. Good. We're waking all of this up, and then we'll get to that happy babies pose where it wakes it up a lot. Good, let's release that. Now let's take that strap around that left foot. So bringing that strap around that left foot and gently, we've got that knee bent, bringing that bent knee leg into the torso. Maybe you're feeling that in your hip flexor, right there. Good, and then let's go ahead and press up through that heel to the ceiling. And again, maybe that knee is bent, probably most likely because those muscles are very cold. So pulling that leg in towards us. And then let's go ahead and release that leg down. Good. Pull that leg in towards us. And then release that leg down. And again, pull that leg in towards us. And release that leg down. And pull that leg in towards us. And release that leg down. Do this one more time. Go ahead and pull that leg in and hold this in right here. Very nice. We can bend at that knee again, release that strap. Left ankle is going to go to that right thigh. And let's go ahead and press that inner left thigh away and keep that there. Getting that nice first piriformis stretch right there. Very good. And then go ahead and release that. Take that strap. And now we're going to take both of our legs, bring our feet up off of the floor. We've got both of our knees bent. Actually, don't grab that strap quite yet. You can release that. And let's take our hands underneath our knees or underneath those hamstrings. Oh, yeah. And pull that in. Make yourself into that nice little ball. Maybe the chin goes to chest. That feels good. Feels really good on that spine, upper body. And then release that upper body, but keep those hands behind those legs and maybe give yourself a little bit of a lower back massage right here. A little rocking from side to side. Good. Very nice. Now we can take that strap. So let's grab that strap. Strap's going to go around both of our feet. And we're going to lift our legs up. Use that strap to pull our legs in towards our torso. Don't worry, if you've got the flexibility for full happy babies pose, we're going to do that in just a second. We're going to do this twice. So just holding this. This is just the beginning, again, because our muscles are very cold right now. Just warming that up. And you can be rocking this from side to side. You can be moving those legs, but we want to keep those knees bent in that nice 90-degree angle down towards our torso. Oi, wow. And then let's go ahead and release that, and we can relax our legs for a moment. We're going to do, and maybe windshield wiper that right here. That feels good. We're going to do that again, and you have the option to use the strap again, or if you know you have that flexibility and you feel good about it, you can grab your toes or the outside of your feet for this next one. So either, again, taking that strap under those feet, or grabbing those big toes with your peace fingers, or the outside of your feet with your hands. And we're gonna do this happy babies pose. Ooh, one more time. And again, maybe you're rocking it from side to side. Maybe you're in stillness. Maybe just holding that strap and pulling those legs down towards your torso is quite enough. So again, listening to your body, going where your body's going to let you go. This is just really good opening up the glutes, the hips, the low back, the mid back. Lots of stuff going on here. And then let's go and release one leg, release the other leg. Let's lengthen through our body, just like we do at the end of our practice. Let's reach our fingers towards one end of the room, reach our legs towards the other end. Take a big deep breath here. And a big exhale out. So good. Bend at those knees. Let's drop both of our knees over to your side. Take yourself onto your side, and let's bring ourselves up into a seated position. And I'm going to sit right there up on my pillow. So we're going to take ourselves in our nice, simple cross-legged pose. Oh, wow. Sitting ourselves up tall, rocking it a little bit from side to side and a little bit from front to back. Now we're just coming into this different position. Blood pressure, maybe doing a little, maybe you've got some dizziness, that's okay. And just sitting this up tall. Let's change this into a few torso circles here. So let's circle the torso. Just circling that, nice, big or small. Again, whatever is working the best for your back and your hips. So taking this to a nice torso circle. This feels really good on my lats. I've been doing some really heavy back lifting work, and wow, this is feels such a good stretch. Let's take it the other way. So rotating that the other way. And maybe you've been doing some different things. Maybe you've got an injury, or you're getting over an injury, or you're getting over an illness, or you've been doing some new or different exercises, or some new or different movements outside, or walking more, or adding stuff. So just recognizing that every little change, you're going to feel it in your practice. You will. You'll feel it in all those muscle groups. And that's where we get that muscle, where we are doing our body awareness, our muscle awareness, body awareness, recognizing where we're feeling things out. Let's take this to the center, lengthen up through our torso. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Nice big sun breath. As we exhale, let's drop our right hand down and reach over with the left, trying to keep our left glute, our left thigh, left leg glued towards the floor. So good. Breathe it here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to windmill this and take our right hand to our left thigh, and let's give ourselves a spinal twist, seated spinal twist. Very good. As we're in this twist, let's breathe it here. Inhale. And as we exhale, let's bring this to center. So good. Inhale and sweep this up. Let's exhale, drop our left hand down. Reach this over. Yeah. Keep that right hip, right glute, right knee kind of glued down towards the floor. We're lengthening over right here. So good. Breathe it. Inhale it here. As we exhale, let's windmill this over. Oh, take that left hand. Do that right side. And you're in your spinal twist on the other side, and you might have one side that is so much tighter than the other. Let's breathe this here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Good. Very nice. And bring this to center. Inhale and sweep this up to center and exhale it out. And again, inhale and sweep this up. And as we exhale, let's go ahead and clasp our hands behind us or hold your strap behind you. You can do that too. Lengthening through those arms. Let's drop our chin to our chest. And let's take our eyes to sky. Head to neutral. Let's look to the left and look to the right. Drop that chin to chest. Lift that head to center. Release our arms. Good. Give ourselves a nice big hug. Right arm over left. Reaching our fingers for our spine. Open that up. Other side. Nice big hug. Left arm over right. Reach our fingers for our spine, still sitting up tall. This can be super challenging on that core, on our abs, on our backs, on our hip flexors, anything tight, anything going on. Good, opening that up. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale it out. We're gonna take our arms behind us again. So inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's take those arms behind, either clasping or holding onto that strap, holding onto that towel. Good, let's drop our chin to chest. Take our eyes to sky. Head to center, look to the right and look to the left. Good, bring that chin back to chest. Very nice. Lift that head to center and we can release our arms. Good, inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Good, let's give ourselves a hug again. So left over right this time, left over right, reach our fingers for our spine. So we're doing opposing. When we open up we're clasping our hands behind us, now we're opposing that. Good, let's take it to the other side. Give ourselves a nice big hug, reach our fingers for our spine. Very nice. And opening that up. Good, let's take our left arm across to our right thigh again. Let's take that right thumb, follow down, and spinal twist even deeper in this spinal twist. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it, and exhale it out. Good, to center. Take it to the other side. Right hand over to left thigh. Left thumb follows our spine down towards the floor. Deeper twist here. Let's breathe it. Inhale, and exhale. Good, bring that back to center. Very nice. Clasp our inhale and sweep our arms up, clasp our hands to the top. Let's press our palms towards the ceiling. Let's lengthen up through our torso. Again, challenging for that core, challenging for those hips, challenging for those glutes. Lots of very challenging here because we're having to hold ourselves up with just our own strength. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it and exhale, big sigh out. Good, inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. Again, inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. Good, bring our arms out in front of us. Stop hands, let's rotate wrists. And rotate the other way. Good, opening this up and then release that down. Roll those shoulders back, so good. Roll those shoulders forward. Nice, drop our chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. Let's get a few neck circles in here. Can't forget about that neck. Gotta get, release any tension, tightness, soreness in the neck, those upper back muscles. So good. And release that. Very nice. If you're sitting on something, you can go ahead and move that off to the side now. We're gonna go into that kind of moving windshield wiper. So we're going to take our arms out in front of us and we're going to take our legs wide, maybe as wide as your mat, maybe wider, or maybe more narrow, whatever feels the best for you. Again, always listening to where your body is at today. And we're going to drop this from side. So we've got ourselves in our nice zigzag and then lean ourselves back and then take it to the other side. So you can take this movement and use this movement as much as you want. You can lean back as much as you want. And if you want even more of a hip stretch here, lean forward into this. And the biggest challenge is having those arms out in front of us. If that's too much of a challenge, you can have your arms very released and supporting you. Just taking this a few times. From side to side. This is getting an even deeper stretch and strengthening in those hip joints, hip flexors, and glutes. Good. We're going to go ahead and keep our right leg in front. So we've got this right zigzag. We can release our arms now. Let's take our right hand. Let's follow that down. Take our left hand. And let's do a big twist in the zigzag legs. So big twist right here. Good, bring this back to center, hinge ourselves forward. And now we're gonna do that even bigger twist where we get to use our hands as support. So bigger twist right here, supporting that Oh yeah, get that really, really good twist. So good. Oh my goodness. Very good. All right, leaving our right hand on the floor. So you might want to move it closer to our body, but we've got our right hand on the floor. We're going to lift ourselves up. So now we're opening even more. So we're lifting this up. Right hand is staying on the floor. And let's bring this down. We're going to do that again. So right hand stays on the floor. Lift this up, lengthening through that spine and lengthening up through the front of that body. And then release that down. We're going to do this one more time. Lift this up and reach this up. So good. And then go ahead and take that down. Very nice. Let's lean ourselves back here and just do a few regular old windshield wipers. Just regular old windshield wipers right here. So good, because it's a rainy day, so we need those windshield wipers, don't we? All right, let's bring our left leg in front. Sitting ourselves up tall, and we're just doing this twist right here, taking our right hand onto our left thigh. Left hand is behind us, and just this nice twist. You can breathe it here. Bring this to center and hinge this forward. And then we'll do that deeper twist in just a moment where we get to use our hands to help with that, help leverage that back. All right, now we get to take it to that deeper twist using those hands. Oh my goodness, to leverage that back. Oh, and breathe, breathe it, breathe it. So good. And bring this to center, but we're going to keep our left hand back behind us, maybe bringing it closer to our body. And we're going to reach that right arm up while we're lifting our glutes up off of the floor. So taking that back down. We'll do that 2 more times. Let's inhale and lift this up. Reach this up so we're getting that really good stretch, especially through the hip flexors, through that spine. This is kind of similar to our when we do our camel's pose, and then take this down, and we're going to do this one more time. But this is getting a lot of stuff right here. We're strengthening through that left arm, and we're lengthening through that right side of the body, reaching up through that. Good, and then releasing that down. Very nice. Let's lengthen through our legs. So let's go ahead and find our staff pose. Let's flex through our feet, lengthen through our legs, sit right on our glutes, and lengthen up through our arms. So finding that very challenging staff pose right here, reaching up through this. Let's inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Big deep inhale and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good, release our arms down. Let's bring our right leg in. Go ahead and bring that right leg in, give that right leg a hug. Let's take our right over our left. Let's go ahead and wrap that left arm around and get ourselves into that nice twist to the right. Keep our left foot flexed, left leg, left foot active and working just as the rest of the body is. Everything's working here. Let's breathe it, inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good, let's twist towards that inside. Breathe it deeply and exhale it out. Bring that back to center. Take our foot to the inside of our thigh. Let's get that hamstring stretch. So fingers are either to the toe, hand to the shin, or hand to the thigh. Not putting any pressure on our knee. And let's go ahead and stretch this right here. Stretching through that left side of the body, left hamstring, left leg. Breathe it here, inhale. And exhale it out. Good, release that, lean ourselves back, knees are bent into a boat pose. Breathe it here, inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Let's do this boat one more time. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good, simple cross leg, hinge forward, release. Good. And keep breathing, keep the rhythm of that breath going. Let's lengthen our legs back into a staff pose. We're gonna do everything that we just did on that right side. We're gonna do it all on the left side. So let's flex through our feet. Let's reach up through our arms. 3 breaths here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. One more time. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Releasing that down. So good. Let's go ahead and bring that leg in. So bringing our left leg in, give that a nice big hug. Let's take our left over right. Keep our right foot flexed and active, keeping that right leg active. Let's wrap that arm around. Right arm wraps around our left leg. And nice, wonderful twist to the left. Breathe it here. Inhale and exhale it out. Good, big deep inhale. And as we exhale, let's twist it towards the inside. So twisting to the right, breathe it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. So good. Release this back to center. Take the bottom of our foot to the inside of our right thigh. Peace fingers for that big toe, or hand to shin, or hand to thigh. And let's go ahead and stretch that hamstring on this side, on this right side. Breathe this here. Inhaling and exhaling. So good. Very nice. Good. Let's take this back into that boat pose. So let's bend our knees. Let's lean ourselves back, reach through those arms, take our shoulder blades down and back. Let's lift our right leg up. One breath here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Release that right leg. Lift our left leg up. One breath here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Release that leg. Simple cross leg. Hinge this forward. Oh my goodness. So good. Very nice. And moving ourselves all the way forward from that hinge. So bring ourselves all the way onto all fours. And we're going to do some cat and cow. Shoulders over our wrists, hips are over our knees. Let's drop our belly to the floor. Take our eyes to the sky. We're going to hold this one. Yeah. Is there ever a time where you're just like, I just want to hold this? Oh, that feels good for that low back. So just holding this cow pose. Maybe you rock it a little bit from side to side. Oh yeah. So good. Feels really good just to release everything right there. And then we're going to take this and round this up into that cat. So let's go ahead and round this up, articulating that spine. One vertebrae at a time. So good. And let's hold this rounding right here. And maybe you're rocking a little bit now from front to back. Ooh, getting a little bit of a wrist stretch there too as well. So just holding that rounding, arching that spine, hollowing out that belly because that belly is pulling back towards that spine. So good. And let's bring our back neutral. So back is nice and flat, and we're going to do cat and cow. So let's inhale, drop the belly down. Exhale, round that up. Inhale, drop that belly. Exhale, round that spine. Inhale, drop that belly. Exhale, round that spine. Inhale, drop that belly. Exhale, round that spine. Let's stretch our backs a little bit more. So let's go ahead and take that right arm up. We're going to thread the needle through, take our temple to the floor, both palms on the floor. Just stretching right here through that entire back, but especially through those shoulders, and especially the lat and the shoulder of that arm that's on the floor, that full arm that's on the floor. Yeah, we've got both of our hands on the floor, but we've got our right arm just down there on the ground. So good. Bring this back up, all fours, cat and cow again. Drop that belly, inhale, round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Good. Back to neutral. Now let's take to the left side. Lift our left arm up. Let's thread the needle through. Drop the temple to the floor. Both palms on the floor. That left arm is fully on the floor, and we're getting that wonderful extra stretch on the left side. for that shoulder, for that arm, for that tricep, for that lat, big lat muscles, back muscles. Good, breathing it here. Feels good to have those glutes in the air as well. Very good. And then let's bring ourselves back on to all fours, and let's go into our first balance pose of our practice today. Let's lift our right leg up. This may be where you're gonna go today. Otherwise, let's go ahead and bring that left arm up, that opposing arm. Let's take our elbow to knee 6 times, or if you've got your hand down, you're just bringing your knee in. So let's go ahead and bring this in for 6 and extend. Here's 5 and extend. Here's 4 and extend. Here's 3 and extend. It's 2 and extend. And last one and extend. Good. Very nice. Release that arm and release that leg. Let's take this into our child's pose. So first child's pose of the practice. I feel that in the front of my feet, my ankles, maybe your glutes don't go back towards your heels. That's okay. Just that movement back. Ho, 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 ho. Bring ourselves back up onto all fours. Let's bring our left leg up. Lengthen up through that. Maybe it's just your leg that is lifting today. Otherwise, let's go ahead and bring that right arm up, or opposing arm. And we'll take elbow to knee 6 times, or just that knee in 6 times. Let's bring this in for 6 and extend. Here's 5 and extend. Here's 4 and extend. Here's 3 and extend. It's 2 and extend. And last one and extend. Hold this extension. Good. Release that arm, release that leg. Child's pose. Take this back. Good. Heel or glutes go back towards heels. Stretching out the front of those feet. Very, very good. Very nice. And let's bring ourselves back up onto all fours. Take your blocks, actually take your blocks where you want them for when we get to our sun salutation. So place your blocks at the front edge of your mat. And we're going to take ourselves into our first downward facing dog. So we've got our hands again right underneath our shoulders, right over our wrists. And we're going to curl our toes under. We're going to keep our knees bent, and we're going to lift our tails up towards the ceiling. Get a good spine stretch here, lengthen through that. Our belly is trying to get towards those thighs so that we get that really good armpit stretch, shoulder stretch. Hopefully you've got enough stickiness on your mat that you're not sliding like I was just doing. Like, I think I need to wash my mat. Oh, good. So lengthening through that. And then let's begin to pedal our feet towards the floor. Pedaling those heels down, stretching through those calf muscles, backs of the legs. And that is a thing. If you're like, I don't think I've ever washed my mat, you can wash it. You can wash it in the washer, actually. Just don't use a lot of soap. But yeah, you can wash it in the washer. Or you can, we live in California, you can spray it and hang it out to dry. Spray it outside, hang it out to dry. It's a thing. You can do it. Drop both of your heels down towards the floor. Good. If that's what you're finding, if you're finding like, why is my sticky mat losing its sticky? That could be one of the reasons. Let's lift up on our toes, heels high, and let's drop both of our heels over to one side. Good. Lift those feet back up on our toes. Heels are lifted, and let's drop those heels over to the other side. Ooh, I feel that stretch in my left ankle. Left foot, left blade of the foot. Goodness. Wow, bring that back to center. I'm also feeling this in my sinus. My sinuses today. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Let's take it to a standing forward fold at the front short edge of our mat. We're not going to grab our blocks just yet. We're going to just ragdoll it here. So let's find this wonderful standing forward fold. Letting our arms just dangle like a ragdoll. We are folded forward. Relax that head and neck. You can even be moving that head. You can maybe nod it or shake it. Let's take our opposite elbow with the opposite hand. Make a frame for that head. So upper body is heavier. Pulling ourselves down towards the floor. I felt that right in those hamstrings and calves. Root our feet It can be really easy to let our feet kind of lift. We want to root, especially those big toes. So rooting those arches, big toes, little toes, heels into the floor, and then you'll get an even deeper stretch through those legs up right into that back. Good, let's release our arms. We can let those dangle. And now we can grab our blocks and we're going to move into our sun salutations. So let's inhale, flat back, look forward, tabletop. Exhale and release. Our head has been low. So let's take this mountain pose nice and slow. Let's inhale and sweep this up, tall mountain. You can take that as slow as you need to. Exhale it around into a chair. Good, inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around into chair. Good, inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Our right foot's gonna stay forward. Our left foot's gonna go back into a lunge. Our left hand is gonna use that block for support, or maybe you're just on the floor, or maybe you're up against a wall. You can be using the wall for support or a chair. Let's open this up into a tall lunge, spinal twist. Breathing this here, inhaling and exhaling. Good, let's bring this to center. Take our foot back to meet that other foot into a top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Good, let's shift our weight forward, drop to the fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes to the floor in that nice little chaturanga, and then bring our heart up off of the floor into a baby cobra. Oh yeah. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog. Breathe this here. Just enjoy that down dog. Maybe you even want to sigh. I wanted to sigh in that down dog. That was good. That sigh can feel really, really good. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward, fold at the front edge of our mat. Inhale, flat back, look forward, tabletop. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lifting up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Our left foot's going to stay forward. Now our right foot's going to go back into a lunge. Right hand on that block or the floor or a chair or your wall. And we open this up into a wonderful lunge, spinal twist. And breathe. This is a really challenging, really good to do. If you can hold your body weight up like this, this is excellent. Bring ourselves back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Oh yeah. I got lots of sighs in me today. Woo! Maybe it's just one of those days though where you're like, I need more oxygen. I think that's what I feel. I'm like, I need a lot of oxygen today. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward, fold. Let's inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and sweeping up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Right foot's going to stay forward. Left foot's going to go back into lunge. Left hand on block or floor. Let's spinal twist. So we're going to do everything that we just did. We're going to do it one more time on each side. So good. So good in this lunge. Wow. Breathe it here. Bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot. Top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Just like in that lunge. If you can hold yourself in this top of plank, you are strong. So good. Shift our weight forward. Drop to front to the knees. Uncurl our toes. Heart goes down. Heart lifts up. Curl our toes under. Lift and press. Downward facing dog. And breathe. And sigh if you want. Or nod your head. Or shake that head. Just enjoy this down dog. This is one of your home bases. Down dog and child's pose. Those are your home bases during any time of your practice. If you ever need to like catch your breath or bring yourself back to the present, those are good poses to get into. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front of our mat. Let's inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep this up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lifting up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Left foot's gonna stay forward, right foot's gonna go back into lunge. Right hand on the block, the floor, a wall, a chair, whatever you use for support. And we're twisting ourselves over to this nice lunge, breathing it here. Good, bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. So good, shift our weight forward, drop the fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift down, press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Again, maybe nod that head or shake that head. And let's walk our feet, meet our hands, standing forward fold. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up, nice tall mountain. Exhale around to chair. Good, bring our hands to heart. Let's take our right foot back. Keep our right heel lifted. Now, if you're having trouble with balance today, you can take your left foot way over so that you have a wide leg distance here. So like one foot can be at one side of your mat and the other foot can be at the other side of your mat. So if you're finding yourself all wobbly, this may be helpful for you. But we're gonna find ourselves in our nice crescent right here with our back heel lifted. We've got those arms lifted. That feels really good. Lifting that up, nice crescent. And then from our crescent, let's go ahead and open ourselves into our warrior two. So automatically our heel lines up with our back foot arch. So that makes our wide legs and our warrior legs in good alignment right there. Front knee is bent. And breathe. Good, let's drop that back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior here. Again, my mat is, I don't know why it's all of a sudden really slippery, but it's making my legs work even more because I have to grip. They're slipping. Lengthen through this and breathe. Breathe it, breathe it, breathe it. Good. Good, back into proud warrior. Very nice, that knee is bent. Now we can go ahead and release that leg. So both of our legs are straight, hips tilt over to the right, and let's take ourselves down into a triangle. And I'm going to use a block here and triangle. You don't have to. You can have your hand on your shin. You can have it on your thigh. Just remember, not on your kneecap. We don't want anything on that knee joint. Oh, so good. This triangle, really good. Breathing it here. Lengthening through that whole torso, both sides of the torso, but especially that top part. Breathe that. Such a good stretch in that left leg right there. Very nice. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up. Release our arms. Let's walk our back leg in. So walk that right leg in, heel toe, just to narrow that down so that we're going to take this, turn our hips, square them right over our front leg, right over that left leg. And let's take our hands to prayer, low back, and take ourselves into our pyramid. Both legs are straight and strong. Both feet are pressed flatly into the floor as much as you can. From this pyramid, we move into our balance warrior three. So let's bring ourselves forward, and whatever your warrior three looks like for you, it may be lifted up on your toe. It may be lifting and lowering. It may be trying to lift and hold. And it may be a combination of all of those. We're going to hold here for about 3 to 4 breaths to work on that balance wherever you are in your practice. So breathing that, inhaling it, and exhaling it. Good, maybe another breath or two here. Let's inhale it deeply. And exhale it. Good, now let's go ahead and hinge this. My glutes on fire, let's hinge this and take this into a half staff. Lifting our arms up, leg is lifted, and then we bring our foot right down next to that other foot just to meet that. So we are in a nice tall mountain right here. So good. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, fold it down and over. Standing forward fold and just gently folding that down. Nice waterfall right there. Oh yeah. Letting those legs, letting the legs just enjoy that fold over. Very nice. Inhale and sweep those arms up nice and big, big tall mountain. Exhale it around to chair. Good, let's do everything on the other side now. So let's take our hands to heart and let's go ahead and take our left leg back behind us. And again, if it worked for you to have your legs wide, if you were wobbly, then do that. Take that into that wide stance. Otherwise, we got that back heel lifted and we're lifting up through those arms. So good. Such a good stretch right there. Breathe that. From here, from this crescent pose, let's open this up into our warrior two and find our alignment. Is that heel lined up with that back foot arch? That's how you can get that great, wonderful, perfect alignment that can help you with keeping those legs strong, with pressing the pelvis forward and those thighs spiraling outwards to get that wonderful stretch all throughout the legs, lower body right there. Let's drop that back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior. My lats are so sore. When I'm doing these lifting motions with my arms, like when we're doing the crescent or with this one, wow, so good. Breathe that. Very nice. Good. And keeping that front knee bent, let's lengthen back into this proud warrior. And now we can lengthen through that front leg. So both of our legs are straight. Tilt our hips over back towards the left. And let's shift ourselves down. Take ourselves into that triangle. Again, I'm using a block. You don't have to. And if you are super flexible, your hand can be even on the floor. Hand on the floor, on your shin, on your thigh. Wherever it works for you. I just love using the block because I love being able to push into that block. That's what it is. I like to push into that block so I can press my pelvis forward and get an even deeper stretch in the inner thigh and the hip flexors on both of those legs here. Good. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up and release those arms. Heel toe, our back foot in a couple of times to narrow that out. And let's twist our torso towards our front leg. Take our hands to prayer at low back. Open that chest. And pyramid right here. Breathe it here. So good. And then from here, we're going to move it into that warrior three. So whatever your warrior three looks like, trying to match it to the other side. So if you were lifting and lowering on the other side, try and work on lifting and lowering on this side as well. If you are holding on the other side, try and hold on this side as well. We've got about 3 more breaths here, finding that. And remember, falling out of the pose, just as strengthening and as important as staying in the pose, because that's how we build that strength and that's how we build that balance, is by getting back up, getting back into it. Another breath here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good. Let's go ahead and hinge ourselves up into that half staff. Reach up through that. Ooh, this side a lot harder than the other side. Very good. Reaching up through that. And then let's go ahead and release that foot down. Standing ourselves up tall, tall mountain. Lift that up, inhale. And exhale, let's just fold ourselves over, standing forward, fold. That nice just waterfall down right there. So good. So good, so good. Good, inhale and sweep our arms up big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Both feet back into top of plank. Shift our weight forward. Drop to fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Heart's gonna go down to the floor. Heart's gonna lift up off of the floor. A baby cobra here. Good, and we're just holding this baby cobra. Take our shoulder blades down and back. Just stretching through that spine. And then we're gonna take ourselves into Sphinx pose. So let's take ourselves onto our elbows, right into Sphinx. And Sphinx may be where you wanna be. You're like, baby cobra is a little too much for me right now. Then you can go right into Sphinx instead of that baby cobra the next time. So right here, very good. And we're gonna do some back strengthening with some Superman or superhuman poses. So let's go ahead and lengthen through our arms, lengthen through those legs. We're gonna lift our left arm and our right leg. So let's go ahead and lift this up. That nice opposing, those opposing muscle groups. Well, actually, they're the same, our back muscle groups. But just that opposing arm, opposing leg. Breathing it here. Inhaling and exhaling. Go ahead and release that down. Very nice. We're going to take it to the other side. So right arm and left leg. Go ahead and lift this up. Right arm, left leg. And breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. One more time. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Release that down. Hands by chest. Press ourselves back into a child's pose. And that's a good opposing stretch right there. Oh my goodness. Woo! That is very good. Nice opposing stretch. Good. Hands by knees. Press ourselves up. Grab your strap. Grab whatever you need for final relaxation. If you use an eye pillow, go ahead and grab that. And let's take ourselves down onto our backs. Let's see. Yes. Take ourselves down onto our backs. And actually, you don't need your strap. We're going to go onto our backs. And we're going to do those, our windshield wipers again while we're laying down. And we're going to hold on each side. So we've got ourselves flat onto our back. Our knees are bent, feet are on the floor. And let's go ahead and drop those legs from side to side here into these windshield wipers. Again, so good. Ooh, don't they feel so much warmer and more flexible and easier to move at the end of the practice? Yeah, so good. All right, let's keep ourselves over to the right. So we've got ourselves over to the right here, just these right zigzag, or the legs are zigzagged, leaning over to the right. And let's look to the left. And breathe. This is much more of a quadricep and hip flexor stretch for that left leg. A little bit of inner thigh, outer hip for that right leg. And let's bring this back to center, meaning that we're going to bring our head back to neutral too. And let's windshield wiper those legs from side to side again. Taking that from side to side to side to side. And now we drop to the left. Good. Oh, that feels really good in that right quadricep. Oh my goodness. So our legs are dropped to the left. That means we're going to look to the right if that's available to you. And you'll find that in this position, you might be able to move your neck to that opposing side. Whereas if you were to have your legs stacked, it's more difficult. But this, we have a little bit more openness in our pelvic area and in our back area, so that it makes it easier for that spine, for that neck, upper spine, that neck to move, have more mobility right there. Very good. And guess what? Just because we can, we're going to bring this back to center. And just because we can, I know your strap may not be near. If you need to grab your strap for Happy Babies pose, go ahead and grab it. Otherwise, grabbing either the outside of our feet or peace fingers around our big toes or using that strap. Let's do this Happy Babies pose one more time. This is so efficient. Like, this is getting so many things here. This is so good for the front of the body and the back of the body. This is good for those hips, hip flexors. This is good for sciatic stretch. This is good for low back, especially if you're able to get a little bit of this little back massage here with this movement. Oh my goodness, it's almost like a kidney massage right there. Very good. So good, so good, so good. And it's an inversion with our legs above our heart and our head. Really, really good. So we're ticking off a lot of boxes with this Happy Babies pose. And let's go ahead and release one leg and let's release the other leg. So good. Let's lengthen through our legs towards one end of the room, reach through our arms towards the other. If you have that eye pillow, feel free to place that eye pillow over your eyes or just that extra darkness and heaviness to help slow things down even more, to help bring ourselves down out of that fight and flight. We're bringing ourselves right into bringing our nervous system back into regulation. So lengthening, reaching our fingers towards one end of the room, reaching our toes towards the other end of the room. Big deep inhale again. As we exhale, we sink and we settle. We let our arms just open. We let our feet fall open. Maybe doing a mental body scan. Scanning from our toes all the way up through the crown of the head, out towards the fingers, just scanning that body and recognizing, are you feeling any tightness anywhere, any soreness? Or did things get really smoothed out in the practice today? Are things a little warmer? There's a little more movement, a little more mobility. Not as dusty. That's my thing of not as dusty. Those old joints, those new joints, any of our joints, more smooth. Synovial fluid got moving throughout the body. Oxygen, blood got moving. We got a lot of good dose, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. So that's our dose. We got our chemicals moving throughout our brains because of our breathing and our movement. Still relaxing, let's bend our knees. If it works for you, if it's available to you, maybe your back can flatten towards the floor. But again, yeah, there's all kinds of things. Maybe you have an injury. We're all built differently, so maybe your back does not flatten. But just trying to release that into the floor a little bit. Relax your face and relax your jaw. I love using the eye pillow and then relaxing my jaw. It's like, wow, that is just a good face relaxer right there. Oh. From here, let's drop both of our knees over to our most comfortable side. Oh, take yourself onto your side. A breath or two here. And then let's bring ourselves up, press ourselves up, take a seat that feels supportive and strong for you. And lengthening up through our spine. Head is nice and tall, getting some oxygen back into those lungs. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Lift our head to center. Take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. And take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Deep inhale and big exhale. Let's do one more of those breaths. Deep inhale and a deep exhale. And thank you for joining me for the practice today. Have a blessed rest of your day, and we'll see you